Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie Esther here, and today we're going to explore the lore of the Dark Lord Dracula from the upcoming Castlevania chapter of Dead by Daylight. The chapter's coming out on Tuesday, August 27th, and don't forget the devs are going to have a live stream 1 hour before the chapter releases, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and I'll have a watch party alongside of it. And I should be receiving some codes to provide to people who are watching my Twitch stream that day on launch day. So fingers crossed I'll have some codes to give away. If you're in the audience, you could maybe win a free copy of this upcoming chapter here. And so we're going to go ahead and get into the lore. Dead by Daylight gave us this little mini piece of the lore of Dracula, which isn't that much shorter than the full thing. The licensed lore is usually pretty short. So they put out this tweet that says, "The dark shadow that chills the heart of men. Dracula is stepping into the fog with 3 new perks." They set this up to also remind us what perks Dracula will be bringing to the fog here. New killer Dracula. Inconsolable grief metamorphosed into madness after the death of Dracula's beloved. He sought out the fabled Crimson Stone as a way to cheat death, but death trapped his soul inside the stone, granting him eternal life as a vampire. Vlad Tepes Dracula was now the Dark Lord. He slept by day and hunted in the eventide, seeking out the living and stealing their lifeblood. And his 3 perks here are Hex Wretched Fate. After one generator has been repaired, a random dull totem becomes a hex totem and curses the obsession. The obsession has a up to 33% repair speed penalty. They also see this hex totem's aura when within 12 meters. This effect persists until the hex totem is cleansed. Second perk, Human Greed. You see unopened chests and you see unopened chest auras, and survivor auras are revealed for 3 seconds when they enter an 8-meter range around such chest. You also gain the ability to kick chests to close them. This ability has a 30-second cooldown, and survivors unlock these closed chests 50% faster. Now, I had someone ask me, are there any items in these chests? I don't know. I don't know if they're just empty or not. The survivors get to open them quicker, so not sure. Well, I guess we'll find out. I'm not actually sure if there is an item in these resealed chests. If you know, let us know in the comments below, because I'm curious. I think they're empty, but I don't know for sure. The third perk, Dominance. The first time each totem and each chest is interacted with by a survivor, that totem or chest is blocked by the entity for up to 8 seconds, and the aura of blocked totems and chests are revealed to you in white. All right, so that's the 3 perks that Dracula is bringing to the table, and now they put up this post about his lore. Deadly as the wolf, swift as the bat, he is coming. Learn about how Dracula found himself in the fog. All right, so we'll head over to the Dead by Daylight website here with the Dracula killer lore here. Dracula the Dark Lord killer lore. Inconsolable grief metamorphosed into madness after the death of Dracula's beloved. He sought out the fabled Crimson Stone as a way to cheat death, but death trapped his soul inside the stone, granting him eternal life as a vampire. Vlad Tepes Dracula was now the Dark Lord. He slept by day and hunted in the eventide, seeking out the living and stealing their lifeblood. He built a castle in Romania, shielded with sinister magic, and turned many of the local villagers into the living dead. Dracula's castle became a symbol of terror and despair. His power seemed unassailable, and many perished trying to defeat him as he sowed endless chaos, suffering, and death. In 1476, Trevor Belmont of the Belmont clan ended Dracula's reign with the vampire killer. But the undead never stayed dead for long, and Dracula was resurrected more than once over the centuries to continue his quest for revenge. Last resurrected in 1999, Dracula raised an army of the undead. It took another descendant of the Belmont clan to defeat him, Julius Belmont. In the savage clash known as the Battle of 1999, Julius Belmont took the fight to Dracula's castle and battled the Dark Lord with the same enchanted whip his distant ancestors wielded. Most believe Dracula suffered a true death, a final death, but Dracula didn't die that night. As the vampire killer tore the flesh from his bones, a strange fog rolled across the ancient stone floor. Dracula felt the icy fingers of something or someone beckoning him. The fog engulfed him and transported him to a place where he could continue his dark vengeance against humanity. So that vampire killer is the whip that Trevor uses, right? And also it talks about the castle. If you've seen anybody play the PTV, or once you're playing this chapter, you may notice that the castle is flying in the sky. Dracula's castle is flying in the sky on most maps, if not all maps. I'm not entirely sure if the castle appears on the licensed maps. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. I don't think you can see it like in Haddonfield or things like that, but I could be wrong. But I know it's off in the sky, which is a pretty cool feature that you can see Dracula's castle in the distance. I mean, yeah, of course, everybody would like to have had an actual map for Dracula's castle, but this is the next best thing, I guess. All right, well, there's your Dracula lore here. I know a lot of people enjoy me reading through the lore and making these videos. I've actually had requests recently. Please make sure you're going to make videos about the lore for Castlevania, and if you are one of those people who enjoys these videos, thank you so very much for watching. I'm glad that you enjoy them, but that's all I have for you here today. Don't forget that Dracula and Trevor will be coming out on August 27th, and I'll have those codes to give away, fingers crossed, on my live stream that day as well. Around noon, we'll start the giveaways after the Dead by Daylight dev live stream ends. That's all I have for you here today. Thank you so very much for watching. As always, I appreciate the time you spend here with me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps the channel a ton. And don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog. We'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life.